Hi, this is the entrance to Point Park. So we're going to go in here and check it out and see what's in there. I think it's going to be good. All right, so let's go in and see what we got. Okay, YouTube, it is Saturday, the 2nd day of October, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're at Point Park in Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is the back side of the building once you get in here, and there's some nice little views in this place. As we get down here, oh yeah, you see right there, there's fall color right in there. Boy, there's actually a lot of it. Here, let's get you a little bit closer to it. What the heck, let's see what, oh yeah, look at that. Isn't that pretty? But now, if you want to see more pretty, look at this view. So this is obviously, well, maybe not obviously to you if you've never been around this area, but this is the top of Lookout Mountain, is where we're at. This is a national park. If you have a national park pass, you can get in here for nothing with your pass. If you don't have it, then it's $10 per person. But here, overlooking Chattanooga, if you look, let's see, there's the river, and right there's traffic. If you can see down there, there's a ton of traffic going both ways. And of course, the river just flowing through there. Quite smoggy and foggy looking out there. But that is Chattanooga all by itself. All right, there we go. Let me get a little view higher up. Pretty cool. All right, so here's a couple of gun emplacements here. I will show you their view. Is that same view of looking right over the city there, so you can see this one and this one. So if anybody's coming up the river or anything, they can fire at them and hopefully hit them and ward them off. All right, now you want to pause this and read this, and that will give you a nice little history here. And this one right here as well. Again, just pause that, read that. Illinois, occupation of the summit. Union casualties. And then the Confederate casualties. Battle of Chattanooga. So there you go. All right, if you can see this, hopefully you can pause this and read all this. This is a really good history. And then this one, if you can pause it and read it. But here, if not, I'm going to do this. Yeah, you read this half. Just pause this as you have to get this read. There's a lot of good history here about this battle. Okay, and then this is the other side that you read. So again, pause as you need to. There you go. Of the things I've had you read, this is the memorial for it, and hopefully you can see those soldiers way up there at the top. This is a really nice looking building. I did that part in the shade. You can see it pretty good despite the sun. A lot of sun up there, I know. But here it is. So that gives you an idea of what this looks like. And I'll get up here real fast. And there's writing. This is basically all the soldiers. Everybody apparently that was here. So hard to get it all. See these columns here up nice and close. All right, and here's telling some of the story, I guess from the Yankee side maybe. I don't know, I haven't read this part. But I got a feeling that's what this is. Then here's just more of the officers and the people, the brigades and all that were in this and that were here. All right, and this should be about where I started. All right, so here's a point with a couple of guns, and you see that big rock down there, and of course that overview of everything. It's pretty cool. We'll get down here and look at this sign. So here you can see Garrity's Alabama Battery had this point, obviously, so you can read all that right there. So that gun's up here for about 2 months, it says, before this actually happened. So they've been planning for a while, it looks like. So here's gun number 1, gun number 2, and here's the view. If you're standing right up this gun, you're right here about to fire this thing. This is your view. Of course, obviously the city wasn't near as big, of course, but with the river and everything, you fire on boats down there easily and take them out. So as long as your aim was good, that is. Look at these big gigantic rocks that's up here. And these things are huge. And this is the other gun. And again, if you're back here loading this thing, here's your view right here. See that boat down there? Boy, talk about a little target to hit. But they certainly could have tried. And as we step out in front of the gun, here you go. Let's look down here. You see these big giant rocks. Heck, there's a big old hole down there, in fact. Little fall color over there. But then this is your view, and again, you got train tracks and a highway down there, and then of course the river. And that highway's full, man. Those cars they look like they're not even an inch big. So we're very, very high. Oh, it's some kind of a monument. I don't know about a cemetery, but what she's talking about, man, it's even hard to see through this thing. But somewhere down in here is a great big white monument sticking up, which obviously is something. But I don't know exactly what that is or where it's at, so let's take it for what it is. But there you go. There's a look out of Greater Chattanooga and the river and the Civil War. But there's more to see. Let's keep going. All right, so we come up on a couple more guns here. You can see, and this is actually Corpett's Georgia battery. So the one I just showed you was Alabama. Now this is Georgia. And then you can see the people running this thing here. So this will give you a little bit more of the history. Obviously, you got to know that these trees were not here at the time of setting these up, because they couldn't see nothing to fire. So, all right, let's keep going down this way. You're looking across Lookout Valley and the flat top ridges of the Cumberland Plateau. The morning of November 24th, Union General Hooker's troops crossed Lookout Creek opposite the present railroad yard in the valley. Then in a long column, they climbed the mountain to the base of the cliff to your left. This wall blocked any further advance to the mountaintop facing north to the right. The line next moved forward along the slope to attack the lightly held Confederate defenses, and the advance cleared the creek bank of Confederate pickets. More Union soldiers crossed to join the attack, and total attacking force reaching 8,000. Wathall's brigade was driven back around Point Lookout, losing 900 to 1,500 men and the battle. But check this out. This is what it's talking about. This is the view that they were looking at, and the river's over there to the right, as you can see there. So this is where apparently a lot of them came from, was right here. And so it would have been a scary time, I tell you, for both sides. All right, let's keep going. As we're walking around, they have these building signs. It's got a danger sign on the door down there. I know you can't see from here, but it does. So it's definitely unoccupied. You can see how that's stepped there. And that looks like some sort of a tool shed. And then you see this is all boarded up here and in bad disrepair. Wow, look at this tree. I gotta stop and get some of that. That's pretty cool.
And then the way they built this.
And then the wall here that you can see
for the fence.
Goes all the way through here. And then that right up there is the entrance and the exit. So looks like we're about done.
Just have to get that one sign.
Boy, this has been a nice tour. So yeah, let's go look at one more sign and see what it says, and then we'll move on. All right, so here's the overall sign. You can read this. Pause all this stuff and read it as you need to. You can see September 18th to 20th, the Battle of Chickamauga. The siege of Chattanooga, September 22nd to the 23rd of November, and the Union Army reinforced in late October. Battle of Orchard Knob was on the 23rd. The 24th was Lookout Mountain, obviously, where we're standing. And the 25th was the Battle of Missionary Ridge. Okay, and then we have this sign. This is all about Point Park, where we're at, so you can look at that. Pause it, read it. You can see the Tennessee River is 1,300 feet below, so you are pretty high up here. You can read this, pause those, and read that. Now here's the little layout of this park. We did not do that part right there, and we're going to do that. There's a picture. It says when it was built in 1940. Now there's that where they were building the entrance to this, you can see. And right there, and that was done in 1904. All right, let's go look at one other thing. All right, so pause all this, read that, and see what you think. All right, so we're going to head down here to Ox Point and look at that because we did miss that, and show that to you, and then that'll be it for this video. Okay, so we've come to a point, and that's kind of the view there. Don't like much view, I know. But here's the point of the rock, literally. That's where we're standing. Here, let me show you. Okay, now you're looking straight down around this point here. You're seeing more than I'm seeing because I ain't out there at that edge. But that's a pretty good drop down there, I can tell you that. If you fall, you're definitely dead. So, what a crazy view. Hey, want to be a part of the video?
Well, yeah.
Let's just do this here.
All right.
So here we are, up on this crazy rock. And there. That should give us one view there. And a big view right between us. How nuts. And this is it. So it don't look like we can get over to this Ox overlook, which is right there. Okay. Yeah, that tree right there. Oh.
Like a little arch.
Oh yeah.
It created an arch.
Hey, you can see that there? It's like an arch here. I'll even get it over. I'll get right here to show you. Right there's what she's talking about. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, they do have this boarded off. That's a sin and a shame. Closed due to safety concerns. A bunch of liars.
Can you go on this way?
Well, you can go down here. I'm going down these steps right here. Closed area, do not enter. They have padlocked off. So we're not going to get all of the view because we would be up there. Getting the view is what we would be. But here, let me do this and get us as close as we can. All right, that's about as close as I can get us to have this view. Hopefully that shows something. The little building's closed off where we were just at. So we're over here, and here's the view from here. Don't see a ton, but yeah, there's a highway down there running right through right there. And you see all these trees. And here, let me get this out here and I'll show you the drop off. Okay, you are now seeing something I have never seen, I can't see. So when I'm editing this, obviously I'll see it, but for now, while I'm shooting it, I don't see anything. Get over the edge here as best I can. Okay, now, you see all those metal stairs down there? You can get to several trails that way, but we're not going to do that today. Can't do it today. But yeah, anyway, there's that building right there. This should do it for this. Look at those rocks there. I'll just show you those real quick. But that should do it for Point Park. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. So I'll see you on the next one.